Hello everyone, it's Spurs Rail 96 here, and welcome to another Train Sim World Free news video. Today Dovetail will put out more details that concerns the next steam route for Train Sim World, and that route in question is the Peak Forest Railway, set in 1963. So let's take a look at the details of this route, as well as the price and the release date, and also seeing some new screenshots of this route in action in Train Sim World Free. So, Peak Forest will cover the line from Ambergate to Chinley, places both with current stations on the railway network, but with the line linking them now segmented into various uses, from a passenger branch line to Matlock, a heritage railway, a footpath, cycle track, and parts of a dedicated freight line. This route add-on takes players back to when the entire line was in use, along with the small branch to Buxton, set in 1963, some 5 years after the setting of Spirit of Steam. It is the hard-working LMS Fowler Class 4F locomotive that represents the fading light of the steam era in Derbyshire. Adding to the Train Sim World steam fleet for the first time since Spirit of Steam is indeed the London Midland Scottish Railways Fowler Class 4F, a 060 tender locomotive, of which 575 examples were built between 1924 and 1941. Like the Stanier 8F, named after Sir William Stanier, the Fowler 4F is named after its designer, Henry Fowler, though rail fans at the time instead used the nickname Duck Sixes when spotting these locomotives on the rail network, due to their wheel arrangement. Today, only 3 examples survive, all currently under overhaul at various heritage railways across the country. Players of Spirit of Steam will notice an immediate difference in the cab layout of the 4F when compared to the larger Jubilee and 8F locomotives. Head-out camera views will come in very handy, with the windows offering limited visibility for the footplate crew. This will be particularly important during banking operations, a unique style of gameplay for a British route introduced here to assist trains hauling heavy limestone. Carrying the limestone is a new ICI hopper wagon, working in conjunction with the 20-ton brake van first seen in Spirit of Steam. Both the LMS Jubilee and LMS Stanier 8F, seen previously in Spirit of Steam, will also be included in this route alongside the new 4F, seeing all 3 Train Sim World steam locomotives running together along the line for the very first time. A varied selection of services will be available to operate, including local stopping and express passenger services with the LMS Jubilee and Mark I coaches, limestone quarry shunting and banking with the LMS 8F, 4F and ICE hoppers, yard shunting services with the 4F and various freight wagons, local freight with the 8F and various freight wagons, light loco services feature all 3 locomotives, and double heading will also feature in one of the scenarios. There are no additional service layers for this route add-on. The LMS Jubilee, LMS Stanier 8F, Mark I coaches, freight wagons and 20-ton brake van from Spirit of Steam are all included when purchasing Peak Forest, along with the new LMS Fowler 4F and ICI hopper wagons. Now, though significant portions of the route has since been taken up, Derbyshire locals and keen walkers may be familiar with several locations along the way. Between Ambergate and Matlock, the line is still in use as a branch line running through Buxton Well, Cromford and Matlock Bath, and from Matlock to Rowsley is part of a heritage railway called Peak Rail. A distinctive station building can be seen at Cromford, with a fascinating history encompassing the freight trains seen in this route add-on, and some rock and roll from more recent times. In-game, beyond Matlock, a series of freight sidings, mills, bridges and tunnels exist, as they were during the early 1960s, along with Bakewell Station. That one served the town from which the famous tart gets its name. Other stations had already closed by the 60s at Hassop, Great Longston and Monsaldale. Today, Hassop Station is a tea room and cafe for walkers and cyclists along the Monsal Trail, which runs along an 8.5-mile stretch of this railway route. The line continues via Millersdale, Peak Forest and Chapel in Lefurf Central to reach Chinley at the northern limit of this route. The branch heading off to Buxton, a spa town famed for its spring water, also features a terminus for passenger services, branching off at the junction between Millersdale and Peak Forest stations. Part of the real-life line still exists between Buxton and Chinley and is in use today for freight trains as part of the Great Rocks line. Now, as far as prices and release date is concerned, it will release on May the 9th, 2023, for all consoles and the PC, so Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and the Epic Game Store. Even though Dovetail is now under new ownership, the price will not change as of yet. It will be remaining at £29.99, $39.99, and €35.99. So there we are. That concludes this news video. If you did enjoy it, then make sure to hit the like button. And if you are watching for the first time, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Take care.